Okay, thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here, and I've met some of you. As mentioned, I'm the new executive director of the Metro Vancouver Regional Parks Foundation and the CTS Youth Society. Actually, today is 1 month, so I'm still getting my feet wet and learning a lot from my staff, and really that's been the key component for me in my learnings and education around what the foundation and CTS does as organizations in the regional park system, and really working on bringing people to nature. You can see my bio, don't worry about it. I've been in Vancouver for 14 years, and what I love and what I've always loved is green space and our greenways and our bike paths and the opportunity to be involved and hike and bike in our regional park system. Rick Hansen actually brought me here 14 years ago, and I've worked in the nonprofit sector for the last 15 years. Started as a teacher, and ironically, John, we share something in common because I was the athletic director at MacEwan University in Edmonton. As I mentioned, my staff has been phenomenal. Rachel McBride, who's been with the organization for 4 years, and Sophia Slater, our new program manager at CTS, and Glenda Brine, our bookkeeper and accountant, have really helped me and show me the ropes. And most recently, Mike Wiebe, who I know a lot of you are very familiar with on a lot of different levels, has come in as our Director of Philanthropy and Development, and he's been a wealth of knowledge and support and direction for me in helping grow the foundation, really promote the foundation and the wonderful work that we do with youth at CTS. I also want to recognize, before I get into our accomplishments and the work we've done over the last 6 months to a year, the wonderful work that Janet Antonio has done over the past 4+ years as the previous executive director. She has really set the tone and the base for which I've been able to come in and start to work off of and in a forward direction. So some of the great work that we've done is you're probably familiar with our Real Earth Day Challenge. Over $100,000 raised for regional parks in 2024 this year. And in fact, we have a celebration and welcome lunch here with that group next week. And of course, that's through Creative BC and the TV and film industry. And since 2021, we are close to this event and these industry have raised almost $500,000, which is phenomenal. And as you can see, we've listed out some of the 8 new park projects that have been funded that have been in conjunction with Metro Vancouver. One of our newer events, which I'm really excited about, that was run this past summer was Seek the Peak. We had over 800 participants climbing Grouse Grind. We raised $30,020, and our goal was $25,000. And that money went to the Loopermoth Reforestation, or Lynn Headwaters Loopermoth Reforestation project, in conjunction with the Real Earth Day funds that we raised for a total of $45,000. Our goal this year, or going into 2025, is to raise $100,000. More funds, more support for projects with Metro Vancouver and other initiatives the foundation is taking on, and support of our CTS Youth Society. How are we going to do that? We obviously are going to entice additional sponsorship, partnership, more participants, and more importantly, work with those participants on their peer-to-peer fundraising initiatives, encouraging them with incentives to raise more funds. EcoBlitz 2024 saw us raise in north of $42,000 plus in-kind support that we received through the programs. 3 projects funded were the reforestation in Campbell Valley, 400 plus plants, 30 volunteers, $12,000 support. Reforestation of Tynehead, 1,200 plus plants, 50 volunteers for $10,000 support. And the Birds Bog Youth Project, which is actually coming up in October, $20,000, 20 paid youth stewardship awards. Again, our goal is to increase the EcoBlitz work that we're doing within our communities and our regional parks. Before I continue, I'm going to introduce and pass it over to Mark Vander Zalm, our longtime Metro Vancouver Regional Parks Foundation board member, and more recently and current, our new president. Mark?
Thank you, Mark. Apologies, everybody, but good morning. It's good to see you all. Forgot I was back to school. Aside from family photos this morning, it was crazy on the roads. Anyway, good to see you all. I just wanted to say hello and thank you for the opportunity to chat with you this morning. Before I address my one slide here, I just wanted to say that a lot has happened in the last year, and I have tenure now as the chairperson for Metro Vancouver Parks Foundation, and I really wanted to make this this time together to be an opportunity to really partner with you all and to be with Metro Vancouver Parks. I feel like we have to do what's best for team, and I feel like we've got a really good group here right now that can really help Metro Vancouver in any way that we can. That's our role, and I really want to challenge you to challenge us, to call us out on it, and to make sure that you're connecting with us on things that you need and things that the foundation can help you with. Whatever's best for team. So that's the attitude, and I just wanted to start off with that. But thank you, Mark, for holding the fort. Our vision is to work with you, to work with Indigenous communities, First Nations, and other stakeholders, and for a healthy and dynamic regional park system. That's the crux of everything. We want to make sure that the people who assign value to that, our communities, actually agree with that statement and want to make sure that they understand that what we're doing is actually enhancing and protecting parkland. Snapshot for the year. Mark will provide the foundation update, which will be great. But I also want to say that after a pretty rigorous search for our new ED, we were very happy to have Mark Mall with us. And we have Mark joining a very capable and small, agile team. You know, I know you work with all of us. We're a not-for-profit, and we do the very best with the people that we have, and they are really good people. So just to say that, Mark's got a lot of great skills that he's going to bring to the team, and so we're very happy to have him. Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's too kind. He hasn't got to know me yet. Okay. I'll continue on. Of course, our amazing bus program, grant program. I mean, one of the things that really stuck out for me when I applied for this job and went through the process of interviewing for the position. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful initiative. This past year, we issued 50 bus grants, which connected over 2,200 people in nature. This year, we want to grow this program, and you're going to hear this word a lot by me, because that's why I was hired and that's why I was brought in, is to do more, grow more, support more, and create more awareness. We want to do more specialized programs for seniors in your communities and our regional parks communities. Obviously, within our wonderful Indigenous friendships and partnerships that we have, we want to support more BIPOC youth and newcomer families as well in our communities. And then we're also, in discussions of exploring specialized programs with TransLink and the options of using the public transit system, which I'm a big fan of because I use it a lot, as well as foundation-led field trips, nature walks, bird watching walks, those kind of things. So really, really important for us to grow and be more diverse in the service that we have with our bus grant program. How are we going to do this? Well, this is the sort of the what's to the whys or the whys to the what's. We're going to increase engagement. We want to work and develop and build and grow more engagement and involvement with our wonderful TV and film industry, as we do with the Real Earth Day Challenge. We're going to incorporate a wonderful program called the 1% for the Planet campaign. Some of you or all of you may have heard of it. You can check it out online, 1%fortheplanet.org. And this is an opportunity for us to reach out to the general retail and business industry partners to say, hey, if you want to support the initiatives that we're doing around green space, regional parks, and nature and bringing youth and mental health, here's an opportunity for you to donate in a cause-related form, 1% of your gross income, or for the year, for a month, for a day, back to the different initiatives that we'll be partaking in with you and all of our different stakeholders. We're going to enhance and grow our third-party platform. When people use the term low-lying fruit, as a fundraiser, this is where I look to first. It's an opportunity to bring in new engaged people that support your initiatives and your causes already, and they do most of the work, which is awesome. Our job as experts in the field and fundraisers is to support them on how they can grow and raise more funds through their third party and cause-related fundraising campaigns. And that looks like, what we see every day when you go to a grocery store. Do you want to donate $2 to support this? At Costco, do you want to donate $2 to support this? We're going to work very, very hard with our different partners and new partners to increase that revenue stream and opportunity. Something I'll talk about a little bit more in a sec is our Impact Ambassador Program. We're going to work harder on increasing our commitment to foundational grant applications. The team has already looked at over 65 grants that are available to us that we've never looked at in the past. And as you can see, some of the ones we've already applied for. Increased marketing and communications. Awareness is key. I'll be honest, in some cases, in my world, in my spectrum, before I came on in this position, the foundation and CTS, one of the best kept secrets, people didn't realize. People didn't realize that, we ran this wonderful youth camp in nature, supporting mental health with young people, and it was free. They didn't realize that there was 16 regional parks to support and work in the different projects that we did within them through the foundation. So we want to increase our media engagement with Metro Vancouver and the opportunities working with the Marcom team at Metro Van. We're working on a promotional video. Mark, by the way, we're working on a promotional video. Increased social media presence, a new followers campaign, to increase the amount of people that are actually paying attention and working with us, and more community engagement on the local end, in your cities, in your areas, around the regional parks, and building out opportunities in which small business can support the work that we're doing at the regional park system. And then, we want to add staff, we want to add contract workers as we grow and build, and we do more and support more wonderful work with Metro Vancouver. But we also have our opportunity to get, I have to be careful with this, free labor, I used quotations there, through our educational system. So one of the areas that I've already engaged and that is going to be a partner with us is the UVic co-op program through their Bachelor of Arts and Master Arts program. And this co-op program is free. So they will be working with us from January till May. We'll also be exploring other opportunities for free support and educational support from UBC, Langara, Capilano University, and BC IT and others. Here's the Impact Ambassador Program. It's a program that I've used in the past with Prostate Cancer Canada. It's a wonderful opportunity to engage wonderful people within our community to help support us in our endeavors, where they have time, where they're a fit. As you can see, some of the areas that can help us be influencers or on social media because of the amount of followers they have and are engaged in the work that we're doing. As you can see, we've already got a commitment from Sophie Louie, who climbs the Grouse Grind, and of course she hosts with Chris Galis, Nighttime News on Global, former CTV anchor Tamara Taggart, politician, and a huge advocate for youth in our communities, and a personal friend of mine. And if you've never heard of Jesse Lipscomb, you will. Jesse's just moved from Edmonton. He is a larger-than-life character, has a Netflix show. I'm doing a plug right now. He's also a former Olympic candidate for high jump. He's a musician. He's published 2 bestseller youth and tween books. And he is also the creator of the Make It Awkward campaign in Edmonton and the ambassador for the Black Lives Matter parade in Edmonton. So, and then as you can see, some of the other people we're going to be approaching, a personal friend of mine, Kirk McLean, who's a bit ambassador, Brian Scudamore, the creator of Got Junk, which I think is very fitting, Eric McCormick, you may or may not know him, Will from Will and Grace, and my personal favorite, if you watch the Olympics, Phil Kim, or as we know, Phil Wizard, the Olympic gold medalist breakdancer. And I've got some really cool ideas about how we could do something in one of our parks, and many others. With the help of Mike Wiebe and the rest of our staff, we're going to build out a very healthy and supportive Impact Ambassador program that can not only help us at the Foundation CTS, but also in conjunction with you and our partnership with Metro Van. Next year is our 25th anniversary at the Foundation, so we're starting to work on initiatives to really go big. As I've told my staff, I want them to think big, be dynamic, talking about a Parks Fest. I know that through Metro Van, there's been something like that in the past, so great opportunity to partner. A wonderful idea by Rachel, Pints for Parks, working with our local brew pubs, Parkside Brewery being the first one, and then other ones in Port Moody, Olympic Village, East Van. That will be a cause-related opportunity. Parks for Parks, the opportunity possibly to have groups like InPark and Easy Park give back through the 1% campaign to green space and the work that we do. A corporate breakfast to help us celebrate the endeavors next year and really kick off the 25th anniversary. Possibly an Indigenous festival, a youth empowering and youth opportunity. This was an idea that I had for my first time visiting Camp Capilano at our wrap-up with our peer leaders, which I'd never been to. I'd always done the dam and a different route. I thought, wow, if there was an opportunity, wouldn't it be cool for our peer leaders at CTS to lead a 2 to 3 day team building session for different corporate groups or groups within your teams? To see how we operate and how they do things for our youth. And then, as I mentioned, media and PR opportunities, and including Metro Vancouver and all of you as our partners to really celebrate what we've been doing for 25 years. As I mentioned, CTS Youth Society, what a wonderful program, what a wonderful group of young people, what an incredible group of peer leaders and youth council members. As you can see the statistics, we had 556 youth registration, but we also had 350 plus youth waitlisted, and that was because of funding. So our goal is to raise more money, raise more awareness so that we can support more youth in nature, in the camp experience, and not just in the summer camp experience. We want to build and grow in those other areas, spring break, Christmas, PD days. Years ago, I was part of a group that helped build out here in Burnaby a vulnerable youth charity called Canada Scores Vancouver. You may have heard of it. Originally, it supported students, young people from Edmonds, Stride, and Taylor Park. And one of the things I learned, even as a teacher, I didn't realize this, was that some of the most stressful and high anxiety times for young people versus other young people is holidays. Most kids are excited about summer break and spring break and PD days, and young people who live in lower socioeconomic, more vulnerable, marginalized communities, that is their worst time. So through the Foundation and CTS, we want to create more diverse, inclusive, and safe opportunities for more kids. But it takes more funding and more support, which we're going to work on. We had 21 camps, 26 peer leader volunteers, 24 youth council members, 21 volunteer park projects that we worked with the wonderful people at Metro Vancouver and our stewardship programs, which equated to over 4,500 volunteer hours. Our goals are similar. More camps, more diverse and inclusive camp experiences with the different groups listed there, raising more awareness and helping more young people. This comes to all of you and Metro Vancouver. And this is something, as Mark said, really important for myself and our organization, our staff, is working with you, for you, and celebrating our amazing partnership. I think that's key. In my short time, I know that there are people out in the community that don't realize the amount of support, wonderful support that Metro Vancouver has given us over the years outside of just funding. Aintree, what a beautiful place to come to work. I love it, so thank you for that. I ride my bike there when I can, and I ride it home, so it's awesome. And it's a great opportunity for us as a team to work together and work with our wonderful partners at Stream of Dreams. We want to recognize and celebrate this support more moving forward. We want to partner and support, as Mark had said, on joint initiatives. Take things off your plate, do more work, raise more money for projects than we ever have. Lend a hand where we can, and align with your leadership and direction, because really you guys are the key to our success as well. In closing, we're all a team, as Mark said. Our goals and what we are going to report in the next 6 months is increased programming, more support and more projects, hopefully more staff support, increase community engagement around all of our regional parks in Metro Vancouver area, and create more buzz and awareness around the amazing partnerships between the Foundation, Metro Vans, CTSU Society, First Nations, BIPOC, and other community stakeholders, cities, towns, and invested groups, and ultimately raise more funds to get more support to do more great work. So thank you very, very much. You made it very easy on me. I appreciate it. Questions? I might have answers. If I don't, I will definitely get them for you.
Questions may follow, but I just wanted, again, congratulate both you, Mark and Mark. It's really encouraging to see the enthusiasm that you both bring to it, and getting our youth involved in it at an early age, and for those that don't have the opportunities as others, I think is absolutely amazing. And when we had a really terrible time during COVID, and how much the regional park system really blossomed and shined was really truly amazing. And I can tell you the commitment from our board about growing this region and realizing the health impacts and the importance to the livability of the region are really, everybody's understanding that very well right now. So I'll just open up for any questions or comments. No, they let you off the hook. So.
I explained everything so well. I'll expect more later, and we'll be able to share more of the projects that we are starting to initiate with the help of Mike and the team. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Councillor, yes?
Not going to let you off.
Okay, no, bring it.
I'd like to kind of circle around about the seniors programs that you're, and we can talk about that another time, but I'd be interested to see what you guys can offer and our community can offer.
Yeah.
We have a great senior center.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah, no, and I love that, and I'd like to talk to you more about that, because it's really going to be focused like the other groups and initiated through us as well. So not just through the bus grant program providing funding so the senior home will do that, or facility can go out and do their own thing, but we're also saying, as I mentioned, some foundation-led initiatives where we take them out and lead them and guide them and show them and talk them through things, and really make it an incredible experience. I sat on the board of Kiwanis, so that's near and dear to my heart as well.
That'd be great. I'd be interested to see. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Mr. Blind.
Yeah, yes. Thanks very much. I was just sort of mulling over this thought as you were presenting tons of new energy, elevating the impact, fundraising goals and things like that. We don't have an infrastructure foundation, even though we probably would benefit from one. But we have a Parks Foundation, and I think it shouldn't be exclusive to just this committee hearing what you're up to. So if there is an opportunity to, in time, share more broadly with the board, I think this is just such a powerful vehicle, really, to elevate our entire region. And it's not just about parks, it's about the residents that live in our region. And the board is responsible for the livability of our region. And so I just think there's a really clear line here to report back to the board in a more enrolling and broad. Like I'm seeing all the people you're going to connect with. And I think, well, how many other people know those people? Right? That could say, hey, I heard you're going to be reached out to join this initiative. This really matters to me too, and here's why. And I just think the more people know about impact and fundraising, the more we're likely to reach the goals. And
100%.
Yeah. So
thank you for that, and I appreciate it. And again, as I said, we're very open to you guide me in some ways as I'm still learning. But we're, as a board and a group, we're here, and we love that because you're right. I mean, strength in numbers. So. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Director Ross, but just go to Mike first.
And through the chair to Vice Chair Bly, I just met Mark today. We're having lunch this afternoon. We're going to talk about alignment, and I'm going to take you up on that, and we can come up with some ideas, elevate it to the board as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited, Mike. Thank you.
It just really gets to the awareness that a lot of the board members don't have. As like I said previously, COVID really brought along our regional park system and really showcased it. So
It was one of the positives of
Yeah.
COVID. It really was, health, activity, mental health support in our park system.
We have other committees, climate action, which would be really interested in this.
Right.
And that, so, and regional planning as well in regards to this. So anyway, I think it's a great idea. Director Ross.
Thank you. Congratulations to both of you. Really appreciate, as others, about the energy and the optimism you bring. And Mark, I wanted to say to you that piece about realizing for many students that those holidays are the most challenging times. And part of that is they're often receiving food at school from different people, and they go into places where that contrast between what their friends are doing and what they're able to do. So really appreciate you bringing that to the conversation, and look forward to working with both of you.
Yeah, thank you. It is the highest prevalence in a time period in a young person's school year where bullying is the highest, gang-related situations are the highest, drug-related situations are the highest. And if CTS and the foundation can be a big part and a piece to taking that away for as many young people in our tougher marginalized communities within our different cities, and we know they're there and it's reality, then we definitely want to do it. We just need some more support for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.